ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome a very special poet, a poet who has worked diligently, who has worked studiously to not just speak from the heart, but to understand and learn to speak in multiple languages. This is this is such a marvelous, marvelous dedication to the art of poetry, to the art of literature. And I'm sure, as beautifully as you write in English, I'm sure that writing in your first language is probably even more extraordinary. But the good part of that is it's the heart that speaks, regardless of what language, regardless of if you wrote it in hieroglyphics or in pen and brush, it would be as beautiful and as lovely as your work is in English. And
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I want you to know that those of us who are primarily writing in one language, we have the utmost respect for someone who writes in multiple languages. So I want you to know, if you've never heard it before, you have double respect from those of us who write in only
Thank you.
one language.
It's my great honor and pleasure to be here today with this special event, with this special day for me. You know, it's a very special day.
Well, in fact, that reminds me, happy birthday. I
Thank
am
you. Thank
honored
you.
to celebrate your birth, your
It's
arrival here on this silly little planet, and the world is a better place because you are here.
Thank you for this respect. Thank you for hosting me for this special day, as because you are a very special person in my life, and not only for the event today, for the interview today. You are very enlightened person and very soulful. Your words and your caring, your kind words means a lot to everyone. We are blessed. We all are blessed. And thank you for my birthday wish. It's very special as because it's my country's victory day, and I am very lucky. And for that reason, today I wish to sing our national anthem, which has written by Tagore, great poet, the world poet. Maybe you know it. I wish to sing just two
Oh,
lines.
oh, please, that would be marvelous.
Thank you. আমার সোনার বাংলা, আমি তোমায় ভালোবাসি। আমার সোনার বাংলা, আমি তোমায় ভালোবাসি। ও মা ফাগুনে তোর আমের বনে ঘ্রাণে পাগল করে নতুন ভরা okay,
No need to be
please.
nervous.
আমার সোনার বাংলা, আমি তোমায় ভালোবাসি। চিরদিন তোমার আকাশ, তোমার বাতাস আমার প্রাণে, ও মায় আমার প্রাণে বাজায় বাঁশি সোনার বাংলা, আমি তোমায় ভালোবাসি। Thank you.
Lovely, lovely. It's again a great honor that you would find the spirit to sing to your country. How wonderful on its special day and your special day. So
Yes, I'm grateful to my country, to my parents, to everyone around me. Thank you.
wonderful. Um, Shilpi, as you know, Poets of the East is a small attempt to bring poets from across the globe to share some of their experience, some of their poetry, some of the story of their lives. There's not a poet born who doesn't have a complex life, a life that couldn't be told in 10,000 pages, but we try in our little way to learn a little something about each other. So I was wondering if you would talk a little bit about the young Shilpi, the Shilpi who was 3 or 5 or 7 years old. Do you remember what is your earliest memory of reading or writing or stories? Do you remember when you were very young? What stories spoke to you?
Oh, thank for this incredible question. I'm very lucky that at that time, I, when I was a student of kindergarten. At that time, I read. It was my educational reason. I have read Ivan's story, the Russian folk story, which touched me, and thousand times I read that Ivan's story, the Ivan's horse, the power horse. That was my early impression, and which motivated me to write down something. And I I started to write when I was 12 or 13 for a radio program, and I started with a poem. It's a strange thing that I started with a poem, but uh, this is the first gap I didn't write poems. I thought it's very tough to write down because the poems have rhythm, for poems have word combination. So it's not my job to do. But sometimes the words dance in my head and brain. But I never written. But I used to write afterwards when I was past my school. Then I have written something, some stories, and then I try to write novel. But I don't know where those are. But as because I was very introvert, all those were hidden. But all my life, I, I read and I grown up in a library environment. My house was like a library, and my
Wonderful.
parents always supported me. I had budget for books, and I said I grown up in a library, into a library. So whenever I read, I used to write down the review of every book. I didn't think that it is review at that time, as I was very young. But I used to write down my feelings. I was very passionate to write down. And after a long gap, I started after my marriage by the inspiration of my husband. I'm very lucky that I achieved a great person who love culture, who support culture.
Well, I have to ask because when you said that even as a young person, you found yourself an opportunity to write for the radio. Tell me about that. How did that happen?
I just sent them by their address, but I didn't know how to reach them. It didn't telecast on air. I don't know what happened. I just post it for
Uh,
radio program. It was about poetry for the children program, and I was
ah,
very glad. I addressed them with my. I don't know now what was the name, but the poem was to address them, to praise them, their appreciation. I wrote about this.
well, I also had uh, early, early interest in reading and writing. And my mother used to write poetry uh, for children's stories for just for the family. And it seemed to me that it would be such an honor to have my
Yes.
writing in a book. I always, from when I was very, very young, wanted my writing in a book. And when I was in, oh, let's say 12, 13, 14 years old, in my English class, we were studying Native Americans, the what's called Indians, for no good reason. But anyway, my teacher said, write something about Native Americans. And without thinking, I started writing a poem about Indians. It was so important in my little mind, in my little heart, that I can remember that poem still.
Oh,
And
wow.
it was, it was, it showed my early sense of humor that it's a very funny little poem. Sometime I'll share it with you, not necessarily now. But I do want to
Okay.
continue on the thought that when you were writing, when you were a child in school,
Yes.
there are children who only write when they have to. They're right when they are forced to write. But some children write as you did because they like to write, because that writing down of what you read, a review of the book, that you wrote down your thoughts, to me says that you were a person of the mind who wanted to understand, who wanted to think about thinking, who wanted to think about the ideas. And that's so marvelous. That is absolutely so marvelous. Now, next
Thank
question.
you. Actually, I have to say something.
Please.
My mom also used to read books. I from there I have this habit of reading, and I have to mention now. Bengali is my first language. I didn't write in English at first.
Of course.
I used to write in Bengali, but after doing my MA in English, I tried to write in English, and now I'm very comfortable to write in English.
Well, you write beautifully in English, if I may say.
Thank
Um,
you.
Another thing I wanted to ask, um, a lot of times, at least in the West, there are opportunities while you're still in school to write for the school newspaper, the school literary magazine, the school yearbook. Did you write in school for a newspaper, a literary magazine, or anything?
Never in my school time, never and never, as because I was very shy, and I never used to talk with another person, anyone. I was very shy. I can't say when I am hungry. I never can say I am hungry. My mom, I was very much caring child, as because I born after 10 years of their marriage, so. I was very introvert, very caring, makes me made me very introvert. Now I can say so. No, I never do it. I never try it even, and no one ever say me write something. I am writing by myself from my childhood. But poetry, for poetry, I am writing only by my husband's inspiration. He shows me how to write poem. No, you can write. He shows me how to write play, drama serial. He made me a dramatist in my country. I am an enlisted dramatist in my country, and all my friends, especially Facebook, on my Facebook. I have no friends here. So Facebook, I am very blessed for Facebook, for the technology, for the contemporary time, actually. Uh, for that, I am today, I think I am today become a poet. I could write something.
You are indeed a poet. You are indeed.
Thank you.
Another thing I wanted to ask, um, you'd mentioned that you've done some screenplays, whether they be for television or radio or movies, I don't know. But what is there a particular kind of story that you like to write? Is there a certain kind of play that you like to write? Is it exciting? Is it uh, danger? Is it adventure? Is it what kind of story do you like to tell in your playwriting?
Thank you. I used to write. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how to write fun, and how to write. I'm not so brilliant to write the adventurous writing. So I used to write about the social problem. I want to represent the social problems which touched me too much, that I need to develop my society by my words, by my play, and of course love. And you would be agree with me that where is love, there is life. I believe it. Without love, we are depressed and disappointed.
Absolutely, absolutely. Another question I wanted to ask: in too many countries, in too much of the world, women's intelligence isn't respected. They don't get a
Yes.
chance to study. They don't get a chance to have higher education. Uh,
Yes.
in too much of the world, uh, men men are uncomfortable with intelligent women. I
Yes.
I think completely differently. I think the most wonderful thing about human beings is when they are intelligent, when they are
Yes, you are a
thirsty to
great
learn.
poet. That's why you are enlightened. You are an enlightened person. That's why you love to enlighten others and you respect women's.
The
But
oh, another thing I have to say because it's so funny. Your writing, your poetry led to screenwriting and telling those kind of stories. I have an absolutely identical experience myself. I was writing uh, social commentary, anti-war. I was anti-war. I remain anti-war. I'm against war. But I won 3 months in a row. I won a monthly writing contest, writing anti-war poetry. And a local radio producer was there, watched me win 3 times in a row. And he said to
mhm,
me, Richard, would you like to write for the radio? And I had this faint hope way over there, this faint hope that maybe someday I could write for radio or television or movies. But I never
mhm,
acted on it. I never did anything about it. So for this fellow to walk up to me and say, "Would you like to write a radio show?" Uh, I was I was beyond thrilled. I was ecstatic. But I tried to be very calm and modest about it. And he said to me, "Well, what would you write?" And I'm sure what he expected me to say was a poetry radio show. interview poets, talk about poetry, that sort of thing, because he knew me only as a poet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But without thinking, before I could even plan what I was going to say, I watched my mouth say science fiction comedy. That's what I want to do. I want to write a science fiction radio show.
Very, very incredible. I support you. I love your science fiction poetry. I
Thank you.
love those too much.
Thank you.
And today I want to read. I will be happy. I will be very happy to read your one poem, if you if you permit me.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank
And
you.
I ended up writing for a live hour of radio. And I
Wow.
did this show for a year. And when he asked me, science fiction? He did not expect that. He said, well, what's the show called? And again, without thinking, there was no planning at all. My mouth said, call it Martian Ambassador for Mars, the Martian Ambassador and the Captured Chorus. And he said,
Wow.
Captured Chorus? Why Captured Chorus? And I said, because I don't know who I'm going to get to act with me. So whoever I get, I captured them.
Amazing. And very funny.
And well, he really liked the show. He really did. Unfortunately, he was not an organized person. So of a year's worth of shows, I think I have 3 episodes is all that's recorded. But I still have those.
Oh,
Sometime I would be glad to
oh,
share one with you.
oh, wow.
It's
I'm
pretty
very
funny.
lucky, fortunate.
Okay, now back to our important guest, Shilpi. So now, we all, those of us who study, those of us who go to school and college, we're required to do some writing. Some writing is an important part of school. But some of us also write for fun. When did you notice that you wrote for fun too?
As I said, I wrote for the radio program. It was fun and very hidden, and I was very my what would I say, my emotional state. I can't express you that I sent my poem to radio. It was a great fun to me.
You said that your teachers really didn't encourage you. Was there any teacher who said, Shilpi, write more?
Teacher, uh, my friends, they who encourage me. Of course, they are my teacher. At first, my husband is my great teacher, and then I have my best friend from USA. He is an author. He always write me, insist me, you write very well, right? Be confident. And now, I think no, I'm not writing well. But after you always, when you say you are very incredible, you are very powerful, your ink is very powerful, your words are from soul. It's great honor for me. It's you are my, in this case, of course, you are my mentor. I respect, I obey your words.
Thank you. You're very, very kind. I am just one of the many, many, many fans of you and of your writing. You write beautifully.
Yes, I'm very glad. Yes, I have.
Many people in this world think of poetry as very, very limited, very unimportant in the world. They laugh at it. Some people have said to me,
Yeah.
oh my God, why do you waste your time writing poetry? Let me ask
Yeah, I
you.
have to.
Great answer. Great answer. Is poetry important in the world? What do you think?
Of course, absolutely important as because poetry is love. And the people who said, what you are doing, poetry, it's nothing. What you are doing? Actually, they don't understand themselves also. They love love. They love. Oh, yeah, okay, but they can't understand what is love. So poetry is love. When someone used to write poetry and read poetry, it is very essential for our society, for our mental development, for our growth. As because nowadays, you know what is going on. Not only nowadays, it's wrong. I should correct myself. Uh, all the time from the previous early days and till today, we could see that people who are with culture, into culture, they never can do any harm, even in their bitter time, in their most depressed time, they find peace into poetry. So, for social development, for country to country, we need poetry. We need to practice a poetry, whether if it is listen or practice or writing, um, or something else, to practice to into with poetry. It makes to it will make to develop our mind, mental growth, and set up goal, and the destruction will be lessen. Our society will be peaceful. uh, that's why we need it. We need it. Very important.
I like to point out that poetry is used to sell products. Poetry is used at sporting events, and we know how
Yes.
important sporting events are. Poetry is used in war. Poetry is used to sell. It's our songs are
Everywhere
poetic. And then finally, the oldest stories of humanity are poems.
are
So
poems, but
I think
people don't
poetry
know.
is very important. And I think
Very important.
the very the very fact that it's an effective way to communicate makes some people scared because they don't communicate very well. They sadly some people don't want to communicate. They just want you to stay thinking about what they want you to think. Okay, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
yeah. Thank
Next
you.
question. Are there themes? Are there stories that you write about often? In other words, do you write about oh are there things that you return to again and again in your writing?
Mm, thank you. I love two things, the most important things, which I mentioned many times in my poems. Um, that is spirituality, the equality. I love Walt Whitman's equal life, the equality. Whitman says, "What I assume, you shall assume. Every atom belongs to me as good belongs to you." I I cherish it from heart. Every atom, every soul is equal soul. Equal soul. I like to value the equal, all souls, whatever we can see or not. Every every creatures, all elements of our world. It can be the wind, the sunlight, and same below. I think all have life. All are life. All can understand the touch. Understand if I say I love you, they can understand. So I love it, the equality of soul, spirituality, and love. And I love the words of Coleridge. He prayed West, who loved the West.
Okay, this is one of those questions that I like to ask all my poet friends. If a young person came up to you and said, I like to write, but is it worthwhile to write poetry, or should I try to write something that it will sell? Should I write novels? Should I write fiction? Should I write nonfiction? Is poetry worth my time? What do you say?
Oh, it's very convenient and it's very easy to write poetry. So, easy for what? In my sense, in a short time, I can read poetry in as because our life is very hectic nowadays. So I will say what is their interest. I don't like to pressure on for anything. What comes from soul, of course, they will write those words, novels, stories, prose, poetry, anything. But personally, I love poetry. I would encourage to write poetry because we need to develop poetry everywhere. Poetry is not a common thing. The high level of thinking, I think so. That's why people can't understand poetry very easily. It's not available to everyone. So I must encourage to write poetry.
Okay, thank you. Next, another thought-provoking question. What makes a good poet? What does a poet need to do to be a good poet?
Good conscience, love, humanity makes good poet. I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I say that the best reason to write poetry is you don't have a choice. You have to write poetry. That's a good reason. Okay, next. Some poets tell stories with their poetry. Others share thoughts. Others make almost just pretty sounds with their poetry. Is storytelling important in poetry?
Storytelling. I love it. I love all form of poetry, whether if it is dramatic or personal. But in my sense, in every line there is a story. In every sentence, if I write properly, if I can express my emotions, thoughts, yeah, thoughtful. If it is thoughtful, there is a plot, there is a narrative style. If I could find there, I think so. Narrative is everywhere.
Okay.
Sometimes it is subtle, sometimes it is in vast way.
One of my poet friends who writes beautifully or wrote beautifully doesn't tell a story in his poetry. He just puts phrases together, and I think of it like uh, a mobile, like a sculpture, a piece, a piece, a piece, a piece. There's not really a story
No,
in it, but he
no,
does
no,
it.
no.
He does it so well that I have to appreciate it. But for me, I like a story. I like a
Yes, yes, I
narrative.
like a story as because story touch us actually. Poetry is what? I love you. It's a poetry. The sentence and the words which touch us, and poetry is not the combination of some words only. Like some phrases, no one can try to be a poet with some words only. Poetry have something special, that means the meaningful thing which can motivate us.
Okay, next. What do you like to read? Do you like to read poetry? Do you like to read stories? Do you like to watch movies? What do you do when you want to relax?
Of course, poetry and poetry. I read every day a lot of poetry on my Facebook, as because all my friends are authors and poets. I love it. I am a group admin of two. I am a group admin of two groups. I need to read. and I need to approve their poem. So I love it. I love this duty.
Okay.
At
Next
first question.
question. Next question. Only in the last 5 years, maybe 8 years, there have been chances of using Zoom or Zoom like tools to talk from one place on the world to another place on the world, or even from one city in a country to another city in the country. What what surprised you most when you started using Zoom and meeting poets across the world? What was there anything that surprised you that you learned about?
Surprised. I'm very glad for this opportunity. It's an incredible opportunity for us. But what surprise? If if you say it's surprising, that surprising thing is we are talking face to face. We are sharing our feelings. We are knowing to each other from each other. We interchange our thinking. This is a great surprising thing.
Okay, very good. Very good. Yeah, I have found meeting poets from across the world. Most of my poetry experiences reciting were in small groups, at a library, at a book club, at a restaurant. And if you do this for a long time, you know the five poets that come, you know the eight poets, the three poets, the seven poets, and you know this what they're going to read. They know you know their kind of poetry. But the thing that's amazed me most about Zoom poetry with poets across the globe is that so much of the time we speak from the heart about the same sorts of things. We talk about love, we talk about loss, we talk about wonder, the
Yes,
beauty of
we
a
share our
flower.
feelings.
Yeah, yeah. And we are so similar, even though we're different, even though our language is different, our metaphors are different, our rhythms are different, our language can be very different, but the
Yeah.
human experience is so marvelous. So,
Marvelous. And the same. And I want to share a thing why I studied in English literature. Only I love psychology. I love all the subjects, but psychology is one of most famous subjects, and I got the chance in psychology and English. But I was very passionate. I was crazy to English in English literature, as because I wanted to know the English people's story. I wanted to know the feelings, the literature, as because I read many books in Bengali. I know this continental thinking. It was now I feel the Zoom gave me the feelings that we all are the same actually. Just culture is different. Culture is different, little
yes,
bit.
yes. Is there is there one or two English writers who speak to you very much? A favorite? Do you
Sorry.
have a favorite English writer?
Yeah, of course, there are many. There are many. Uh, if I say in poetry, I love Walt Whitman. Huh? My most favorite, and I love Coleridge, Keats, Shelley, for their nature presence, and I love Shakespeare for the human human analysis, for the psychological analysis. I love so much Shakespeare, and you are working with Shakespeare, very energetic, very thoughtful. I love it, and I love Hemingway, and I love Morris Maeterlinck. Morris Maeterlinck, his presentation about the soul presentation with the little animals. I love it. I love Chekhov. I love when someone present the especially presents the all soul. When a dog is talking with you, a cat is talking with you. I love this. It's so funny to me. And I love Anna Karenina, which is a most modern literature. I have to say, I have to mention that Anna Karenina is very depth, the human suffering. I could see the pictures. Many times I thought, what about that? Why? Why the accident? Why? The inner thinking is very rich. So,
Definitely. Okay. Now, my last question before we get to the good part, the fun part of you reciting. My last question is this. Do you have a question for me?
oh, it's my great honor to ask you something. Oh, and the question is, the for the world, what can we do? How we can reach poetry to more people? You said, and I know, we all know that poetry is not popular, but we should do it. It's very painful when someone say, "Oh, poetry, oh, poetry." But what can we do? What is your initiative? What will be your initiative? Is
Well,
your thinking?
I think that the best way to to get more people aware of the power of poetry. Part of
Mm,
it, I think, is teaching. Part of it is sharing, uh, even with people who think that poetry is a waste of time. I was talking to a person about a month ago, and I
mhm,
mentioned that I had the great honor of reading my poetry to people from across the globe. And
mhm.
the smart aleck response they gave me was, well, I would rather do something than write poetry. And I said,
Right.
there's a time and a place for doing something, you know, and there's a time and a place for thoughtfully sharing your insights with someone who
Important.
who has a wonderful mind of their own, has a wonderful spirit of their own, and they might tell you something about your thoughts that you hadn't considered. And I love to have a thirsty mind. I love talking to other people who have thirsty minds that they like to do something with. So I think it's our responsibility, those of us who love words,
Yeah,
who love writing, who love
of
poetry,
course.
to share with many, some even who don't care so much about poetry, but sometimes you can get them to be appreciative of a good line, of a good metaphor.
Thank you, thank you. It's yeah. We should practice it. We should do it. Actually, it's our responsibility. I think so. And the important point you said before, that everywhere we need to practice poetry, the product into the sports product or anything. The one line of poetry, use of one line is reach more people. Will reach more people.
Yeah. Okay. Now, the fun part. You have the opportunity. It is my pleasure to hear. Would you
My
please
pleasure.
recite some of your poetry?
Thank you. It's my great honor. And today, um, as for the special honor for me, it's a special honor and the best gift forever in my life for you. You made me this special event and a special day for me. And I like to read your poem, one of your poem first.
That would be lovely. Thank you so much. What an honor.
Thank you. And I wish to read the poem The Golden Bell by Rick Spisak by you. What is that bell we seek to ring? That good and true and sacred. Some would push and others parry. And some by gosh and some by golly would prod and poke. To pick it seems, to see it ringing, hear it peal, and chase with dollars, schemes, and jail. They yearn to burn and yet deny, as they stack their stilted treasures, paling pleasures, moldly, mistly, meager measures, tremulous, jostling, aimed haphazardly near the sky. They are looking here, they are looking there, some in wilderness, some in city square. The veil that stands untouched and glib, that hangs in the center of the crib, lulled in the church, in the office large, that golden hung and golden stare, unreachable, undaunted there, while all the rushing unblushed goes by. It hangs solemn and silent beyond the shy. I see its glitter, the glow, its tinge amidst the whirl of all the surroundings, rushing blur between the hassle, alone unknown, the carving door a while. Some might say mocking, and others jeer. There is no sacred center here. I say it only millimeters away from there. I saw it clearly. It hung serene and tinting, the world golden rose laughing in my dream. The world and its people rushed golden round, its silent, its solemnity, its rich rose golden gown, hauntingly, hopefully, misanthropically right before my eyes. Mistake and twisted away by lies. Some might push and others silent SLY. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm very glad
Beautifully,
for your rich poem. I
beautiful,
love it too much.
so beautiful. Uh,
Thank you.
you read it perfectly.
Thank
Perfect.
you. Thank you. Now I wish to read my poems if you
Please,
permit.
please do.
Thank you. It is for my husband as because my writing inspiration is for him for he is my strong support. Otherwise, Asian women, it's not possible to write down, to self-discovering. For his birthday, I have written last year, and this poem called. I'm reading the poem called "Candlelight Night." All the stars are twinkling. The night is giggling with the hands full of golden rays. The angels are flying over the sky, whispering with the sweet wind. The birds staring at the dancing flying clouds, going back and forth to touch the sparkling stars. On your birthday, the angels are wishing you for your birthday, 20 November, today.
Lovely, lovely.
Thank you. Then unspoken words. then the poem is Unspoken Words. I have written it for the Father's Day. It's a dedication. I dedicated it for all the father's heart. My heart bleeds for you, who does everything without judgment for all the family members. My heart bleeds for you, who takes the responsibilities without burden or boredom, thinking family is his self. My heart bleeds for you, who endures every pain to earn, entertain, and manage everything, but unable to share them. My heart bleeds for you, who buys butter and bread by the drops of your sweat. My heart bleeds for you, who sighs, sitting barren, alone after a long day. The dry eyes only look into the blur. My heart bleeds for you, who begs a cup of tea after retirement, get hatred from his beloveds. My heart bleeds for you, who becomes the subject of empathy, becomes useless after his long hardship days. My heart bleeds for you with every drop of your heart, who rewards many diseases in time of death, who can't even say, I am living. Thank
Powerful
you.
poem. Powerful poem.
Thank you. And so next one is for Mother's Day, who hate, who strongly hate their moms. It's very, very painful for me. I saw it. And that's why I have written this one for Mother's Days, memories. You have the terrible memories of those which are bitter but full of devilish, which are hideous, untangled like flimsy, which crumbles you and will make you cry until death, which you can't share with anyone, only it is burning your heart and soul. Only you can see furious, stubborn brute. You see her bitter face. As for you, she was careless. Yet, yes, it's the hell, the final hell, which you met and facing yet. You don't have the vivid pictures of the ecstasy and a smile when you were in her arms. You can't remember the very first day in this world, in her world. You don't know how many nights she awakened for you, how many clothes, how many clothes were shocked on her kind chest, how many hours she cuddled and sings for you, told the story about the far stars and fairies, how many pain she hid and rode on the sharp blade. Your blurred eyes can't remember her tribute for having your life here, unable to remember how how you are for your beloved, how you owned staggering cars, house, a large family members, and pleasures. All those for her, for your mother, but only you can't remember. Thank you.
Very strong, very powerful. Thank you.
Thank you. And the next one is Good Earth. This poem and another five poem has been published in an Amazon book called Gathering Tide. And it was my prompt. I'm very glad that it was my prompt poem and I'm reading now Good Earth. In this fragile world, from the hard shell, they sprouted and raised hands to become the seedlings after long patience of suppressed nights, waited for the love of ray, pearl drops from the sweet heaven to transform into green to gray. Are they only seedlings or our children under concrete? Our hope, desire, and longing love, extended, delighted part of our body and soul, now smashing by the atomic energy. But we are not yelling for them, only craving to satisfy desires. We are searching for self love, concerned with self pain and obstacles. We have no time to see around, no time to nourish them with some love, water, and delight. Oh, shame on me, on my craving soul, as I forget to live and shine together with all to make a good earth. Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And then another poem called Human. I have written it on our martyr days when a lot of thousands of people have killed, and there our city, in this city, was under blood, under lashes, and under, oh my god, I can't imagine imagine the thing. And that's why I have written it. Human. Oh, where is human? All are skulls around me. I cannot walk through, even look at the hideous things. Oh, where is human? All the skeletons are spreading around, here and there. How could I find that rare? Oh, where is human? All the rotten, stinky flesh and blood are everywhere. I can't breathe well. Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And not only for this, I see it in the society also. We are a human only outside. We need to develop theirs. We need poetry. We need to practice poetry. My next poem is called Prayer. This piece is very, very favorite one to me. It's the prayer for self and for whole thing around the world, which we missed, which passed away, and which have prayer. So many times, I prayed for you. I will pray. I'm praying, oh, my own soul. So many times, I roamed alone. I searched you. I will search, oh, my own shadow. So many times, I bowed here. I will bow for you to get back to you, oh, my own soul. So many times, I looked at the rain, at the blowing strain of my blue veins, oh, my own shadow. So many times, I dripped down, melted my tears on these blue waters, oh, my own. Thank you.
Powerful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you. And another is raising voice. It's for you, for the women in subcontinent, or the women where the women sufferings. I see here women are suffering too much. I can tolerate, I can take it. And my poem is called Raising Voice. Raise your voice. It's the real time to get up, to turn around. It's not the medieval times. Break the boundaries of your mind and brain. Raise your voice. Is it sin? Not at all. Keep away from superstitions, from those darkness. Let the ray pour into your heart and brain. Why are you scared? You are the best, the powerhouse. You are the sunshine, the deep ocean of love. Raise your voice for truth. It's the time to fight and achieve everything. And the next one is Mingle Soul. As you know, I believe in same soul. That's why I call it Mingle Soul. You and me and we all us, one soul. And I learned it from you that we are one. The power is one. Nature is my heart, deep into my soul, in my soothing eyes, outside of my mind. Only nature heals me. Oh, Mother Nature, I bow to you for my birth and rebirth with your breath. Your soul, your phenomenal is me. Give me peace. You know, Shilpi is a mingled soul with Coleridge, Shelley, and Keats. Thank you.
Beautiful.
And thank you. And next one is haiku. Um, I have awarded from many countries, and I never tried to write haiku. And for haiku, I should thank to my Facebook friend. His name is George Alberto. He insisted me to write, and I said, no, it's not possible. I don't know about haiku. And then he sent me some haiku, and I was not satisfied then. And I researched on Google. I studied a lot, and then I have written, and I love haiku now. Haiku now, and my haiku was published in Amazon book, The Paper Sky. I am reading one haiku today. Hope to reform here, like grass and serene path of light, profound thirst of life. It is a traditional haiku. Then I am going to read a collaborative poem. I'm very glad to my friend Eric Sheman who have written with me and who read this poem in an online radio of America, Kansas. Uh, yes, he is now living in Kansas, and I'm very glad. And it was a very surprising time. I was very thrilled when I heard my name on that radio station. I'm very glad, and I love to read it now. It's called Dreamscapes. Escaping reality realm into dream worlds, wonderlands, frightful nightmare, and delightful landscapes with tranquility feel. Staring at this mysterious land, I'm trembling with fear and joy, as though as unknown crafts are flying near. Closing my eyes, I could see their light, brightfully trifling and stifling, hypnotically and mesmerizingly, enchantingly burning, returning, overturning, and returning my eyes, never releasing, seizing, decreasing their grasp. I am the new green tender grass, the deep and more deeper evergreen I wear, blinking my eyes to the marvelous sky. I am spellbound to their beauty. I am the trees, bushes, veins, deeper and more deeper root systems and nutrients heading out and reaching to the center of the earth core. Thank you. Thank you, Eric Salman, and thank you to this opportunity, to give me this opportunity. Then I am going to read about what I have written about my bird. You know, a few months ago, I lost one of my dove, and it was very pathetic. And it called Last Words. Everyone has something to say when they wish to go away, to transform into the powerful ray. I heard it from my father. He said it 2 months ago before his departure. With a very gentle voice, he asked me, "May I go?" I heard it again from my dove when I was cuddling him on my chest after that terrible accident. A few minutes later, he began to talk with me with his adorable voice, like every day when I cuddled him. I was so glad, with a bit of fear. He was talking so many, with my adoration, as if he is getting well soon. Then the darkness appeared with its powerful light. He melted into that keen light, into the powerhouse of this universe, into the profoundness of my burning heart on my hands. Thank you.
Lovely, lovely.
Thank you. Then I am going to read about my childhood memory. It's called Stolen Rose. I'm searching for that dreamland in the nights and days. I'm searching for the ray of those shiny days. Into my sleep, I'm walking and walking through that narrow road, sometimes roaming the unknown avenue with her. Someday, on that thin wall, walking and looking at the weak cane grass. Suddenly, I fell apart into that river, which was really a pond. Humpty Dumpty is laughing out loud, sitting on that wall, as it is our great fall. Under drizzle, she pulled me up to sit on the bank, hanging our knees into the distilled water. We are enjoying the shrimp playing around us. We are dreaming to going to another shore. Humpty Dumpty said, "Oh no, you can't go more. I am searching for the lands where we burned under the scorching sun. I am searching for the first. I am searching for the vast field full of green smell lying horizontally to the sky eye to eye. I am searching for the garden, the flowers, eagerly, passionately, to those roses in those stolen days, searching for the wild flowers which I used to collect from another garden, which was really a graveyard. I am searching for the country games, dancing to catch the red queen dragonfly in the dry cornfield. I am searching for those companions again. I am searching for that determined mound with those soft mud. We used to make potteries, clay dolls, false crockeries, and merry-go-round. Searching for the stolen sleep and swinging evening of the Evans magical horse. I am searching for the plants who are my real mates, whose oxygen made my breath. I am drifting with their smile. I am searching for the time with their fragrance into my fantasy, in the days and nights which I lost under the concrete world. Though everything I have here in my imaginative brain, deep inside my heart, here in my mind and lovely land. Thank you.
Lovely. Absolutely beautiful. Your reading is so beautiful,
Thank
so
you.
wonderfully rhythmic. You're speaking so clearly. You write so beautifully, and you have presented your poems perfect. Just perfect.
Thank you. It's my great honor, and I am really very nervous today. This is called Chatterbox. It's a large poem. I'm always talking with them who are graving at me to talk. I enjoy all of their chatting. Maybe I am a chatterbox. The sweet crows search for me from the grill of my balcony, sometimes from the kitchen window. I'm surprised by their talking when I hide beside the sink. It's a ceaseless game with him, but it never understands that I have others to talk with. When my doves take bath and bask, the crows become furious. They attack me into my heart, not directly. They cut the leaves of my sweet green babies, one by one, who cooked food near the window to support lives. The baby plants are forbidding me to get my care and love. I offer cheese and egg yolk to make the crow eat, as they are very fond of these. After eating a few, the naughty crow said, "No, no, no, I will never go." "Where are the other two crows?" "Then one is looking around inside my house." I can't imagine how envious it is about the rescued crow babies, though I couldn't save their lives. I say, "Look, I have so many to love." Oh, here is roaring. He is roaring. Oh, he is roaring, becoming furious. Some of them are waiting and gaping at me in the lane for some sweet soul food. He is keeping his siblings aside, who are also seeking my love. They adore me whenever I go out. to show their loyalty and gratefulness. They lean on and lick my feet. They don't forget their childhood when I saved them from the rain. I never address them street dogs. They talk with me so much about their pain and sufferings. I see some people beat them terribly when they search for food. I have so many to talk, as I am a real chatterbox. When I wish to get a nap, the kitten comes to sleep and talk. The alligators of my house always listen and obey my words. They go the corners from the bedside. When the ants are running beside the oven, they smile at each other for the sugar. The cute little cat hides himself behind the refrigerators. He eats my dove's feet and runs swiftly. I request, please wait and come to me. I will swing you on my palm. His adorable eyes look at me. The lovely ears move slightly. The characters of the novel talk with me in person. When I go to join my family members, my neighbors ask, why can't I see you? The beautiful nature, sky, rain, cloud, sunlight, dark night, moon, the wind, the burning days. There are so many, I can't count. Now I think I am really a chatterbox. Thank you.
Just lovely work. Lovely, lovely work.
This poem called Summer Night Lovers. This poem and other four poems have published in an Amazon book called Summer Night last year. I am reading one.
Okay.
I am the whale diving into your deep. I am the green weeds, colorful fishes, dolphins playing with your bubble. I am the corals, crabs into your cuddling chest. After a long summer day, here with you, I wish to rest.
Beautiful.
Thank you. And next one is called Look at the Mirror. It is for the people, for all who think I'm not good looking, and for the society, they used to get this impression actually. But in my sense, if we all are beautiful. That's why I have written it. I'm sure you never look at you, never look at your face into mirror. If you take a few times every day, you could scrutinize yourself there. I'm unable to articulate your beauty. I don't have much vocabulary to depict your grace. I'm sure you never look at you, never look at your face into the mirror. Maybe I don't know how to interpret. If you see and scrutinize yourself, you will see the spirit of heavenly angel. I saw the tender heart everywhere and everything into you. What you possessed, your heart is not only crying for their hatred, but also for the selfishness, for the quest of love, for the lack of love. If you mend up yourself, if you never seek another's love, if you can forgive them, if you can keep your heart in a fence, if you can think you came here alone, again will back alone. Your asset is only your soul to carry the light or to carry to the black hole. I'm sure you never look at you. If you see, you will find them into the mirror. Your kind heart will cry for all the creatures. This loving soul never can be from earth. Your forgiving mind will make you more powerful, grounded with mindfulness and calmness. You could touch the sunshine, even if the sun cannot shine. Your face will glare. If the rain stop forever, your love will make the green world. If you look, if you took and look into, you could feel the journey of your life and soul. Thank you. And next, I'm I'm reading about birthday poem. This called Birthday. No, this is not the special day, not the day of joy or mirth. It reminds me about fading away from this beautiful earth. It reminds me how my breath is evaporating so far, dipping into the unseen, as my body and soul tremble and mourn, as it's decaying each and every moment of the fear to become traceless. Maybe I could walk into, or maybe I cannot walk through the parallel heaven or hell. My eyes must stare at the majestic heavenly earth. Yes, it is a very special day, as in the interim I grasped all the green beauty of the earth and love of soul and heart. I love this poem too much. Wise tree, as because we are learning all the time. Oh tree, my enormous silent tree, I'm under you, down on my knee. Oh tree, my enormous, oh sorry, again. I'm reading again. Wise tree, oh tree, my enormous silent tree, I'm under you, down on my knee. Oh tree, my super brilliant tree, I am trying to learn so many from thee. O tree, my cool, serene tree, you are the keen observer of everything. O tree, my passionate, lovely tree, you preserve the pain and spread the glory. O tree, my enlightened tree, hug me into you so that I can grow. Thank you.
Shilpi, you read so beautifully, and the words from your soul shine so
Thank
bright.
you so much. It's your encouragement. I am nowadays, I am bit easy because I am facing Zoom. But today, uh, as it is very special, I was nervous. Really, I was nervous.
Well, you needn't be. You know, I've had the honor of hearing a lot of poets over my time, and you write absolutely beautifully, and you
Thank
should be
you.
very proud. You should never worry that your words don't touch the deepest place.
Thank you. I am worried about my accent. If I not read well, and if I don't know, and I don't think if I could read, I have written, if I could written well, I don't know. It's my pleasure to have your appreciation.
Well, everyone speaks with some accent or other, and what speaks so loudly is the richness of your heart and soul. They come across so well. Your efforts to study, to understand, to know the human heart shine so very bright.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And with that, I will say thank you, dear Shilpi, for spending this time with us. It has been a wonderful, wonderful experience.
It's a pleasure. Thank you, everyone, for our audience. Thank you. Special thank from my heart. You know how I'm feeling today. It's a very special gift forever. For in this world, you made me very special today. Thank you, and thank our audience
Okay.
who listen.
On behalf of Poets of the East and my own small, small light, I thank you for joining me. Bye bye for now.